X-Men 97. I watched the 5th episode last night.
I'm hearing that episode.
Devastating.
The 5th episode is, yeah.
Absolutely horrendous. I can't believe they did it. Is it on? Is this thing on?
God, this is such a cool design.
Isn't it cool?
I love this character design. I know it's, I don't know, of its time or whatever, but...
Everything's of its time. That's how time works.
But it's very cool to me. I just thought this was so cool when this came out.
I like this part. Look at this.
Your little...
Yeah.
Softer landing.
I've got a toothpick, basically.
You really do have like a cocktail dart.
Well, because he doesn't have any weapons, so you just have to get weapons.
You got to reave them souls,
You gotta reave them, baby.
I'm seeing a spiral in your lower corner.
Yeah, so my health is... All right, let's back up.
Let's back the whole truck up.
We're going to do some lore here on Soul Reaver for a moment. This is the sequel to, I think it's Legacy of Kain.
Hold on. Before you start talking to me about actual lore for this, what are we doing?
Oh, right. So we're doing a show.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. And we're doing it like a PlayStation 1 kind of thing.
Correct, yes.
So last week we teased that we were going to play Soul Reaver because I had the demo disc whenever the PlayStation 1 was big.
Which is a flex. All right, let's just say it's a flex. Now
it
it's
also
a flex.
has Spyro. Same disc.
That's got to be valuable now. That's got to have some kind of intrinsic value.
I doubt it. I think they just made a lot of them.
You think so?
Probably AOL minutes discs are worth more.
Well, that's why it's intrinsic, because it's valuable to like two guys.
But anyway, to close that tab, that's what we decided. So we're doing that, and now we're doing a show about it. What's the name of our show?
The name of the show is Watson and James Don't Play. My name is James.
And I'm still Watson.
Yeah, nothing creative this week. I got to find something to throw this guy into.
They were getting a little abstract. I'm not going to lie to you.
A little weird.
I'm going to say abstract because it's non-judgmental. So I don't think of being weird as good or bad.
It was just the first thing that popped in there this week.
Fun. It's fun.
This week, nothing popped in there, and I think it's important not to force it.
I think it's important for people to like and subscribe this video.
Oh, yeah, I got a new
channel.
weapon. See, you just go up to the wall and grab weapons off the wall,
anyway,
like decorative weapons.
I like that. It's easy. Just do it. Make games fun again. You know? It's not always about grinding and leveling up and getting the new skin and waiting for DLC and pre-ordering this and pre-ordering that. Like, sometimes it's just about grabbing something sharp off the wall and stabbing somebody in it so you can harvest his soul.
That's why I like Baldur's Gate 3, because there's a balance between grinding and just playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
There are side quests you can do. There's leveling up, obviously. You can go too quick and not be leveled up enough, but there's only 12 levels. You can only go to level 12 in Baldur's Gate 3.
Right.
Okay? And as you progress through the game, if you're doing it, quote-unquote, correctly, you'll progress properly. So there is that option to level up your character, but there's also just play the game.
Right.
Just play the game, and the game's not going to be too hard if you kind of play it in the right order. And if you get to a point where you go, wow, I can't fucking get through here, that means you probably missed something.
Well, and that's like...
Retrace your steps, see what else is out there.
That's a good balance. That's a good balance between, like you said, being overwhelmed, which you won't be, but also being totally clueless, which you also won't be. So yeah, you can kind of feel it out. And I like games that strike that balance. I don't like games that become a second job. Although I will admit fully that I have paid... I just paid another 2.4 million bells to get a basement in Animal Crossing.
It's a lot of bells, dog. It's a lot of bells.
2.4 million. You know? Like, I'm going to be picking coconuts for a hot minute. And that's grinding. I know. It's fine. I have a basement now.
I like how this guy just gave me a moment to kind of collect myself. Be like, no, go ahead, take your time.
I've got ping pong down there. It's a good basement.
I got ping pong down there. Guys, we got ping pong. Do you want to play ping pong? I'm so glad that I have an air hockey table, because when people come over, they ask to play it. And I go, yes.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
I have a thing that, like, people want to get involved in, you know?
It makes people go, that's cool, when they see one in real life.
I get so tired of people going, yeah, but how often do you use it? I use it when I have to. Quit telling me when to use my stuff. You know?
At this point, it's all gravy. Like, it's already here.
It's done.
It's sitting here ready to be enjoyed, and every time you enjoy it, it's just more gravy on top of it. You don't need... Like, it's not costing you anything to have this.
I can't figure out how to drop my weapon.
So as far as people, being like, how often do you use it? Like, are you getting a good return on your investment? Like, no, yes, of course I am. It's a fucking air hockey table.
Right.
It's awesome.
It's so cool.
It'll never not be kind of cool to have one.
I went to the spectral world for a reason. We're going to backtrack a little bit, and we're going to drop some Soul Reaver lore.
Drop the lore, baby.
I skipped the tutorial because I didn't want to play it. You know, we play a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of character creation on the show.
We tend to dive into things, and sometimes diving in means diving right into a bunch of button mashy long exposition scenes.
Right. So the game starts out... Okay, I can't use this door because I'm in the spectral world. Doors don't work whenever you're a ghost. Anyway, game starts out...
Everybody knows that.
Giving you the characters. Drops you into like a big room. There's a big ceremony going on. You see Kane, who is a king shit of Fuck Mountain.
Hell yeah.
And he's the head vampire. You see another guy walk in, and it's being narrated by someone that you don't know yet. Immediately, the narrator introduces himself. He goes, and I'm Raziel. That's who our character is. He's Kane's head lieutenant, right?
So that's who we're playing as now?
Yes.
Okay.
And
head lieutenant.
It starts out saying like how vampires have kind of become shadows of their former selves.
Oh, the old Fallen Empire story?
Yeah, and
kinda...
they don't even look human anymore. Like they got 3 fingers and 2 toes.
Well, look at us, yeah.
They're looking monstrous.
Which is dope. Come on, that's just cool.
Yes. Raziel talks about how he evolved before Kane.
The person? Like
Yes.
the biblical Cain?
No, the Kane the vampire.
Okay.
The king of the vampires. And one wing pops out, the other wing pops out, and Kane's like, shit, I made you a vampire. You can't be better than me.
That is true. Usually vampire lore is like oldest is strongest.
Right. So he walks up. This has got to do something, right?
It looks like it should.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you can't be stronger than me.
Yeah, can't be stronger than me. Walks up to him, kind of caresses his wings a little bit. And then he fucking rips them off. He rips off his wings, so all you have now are these little flaps.
We did that. We got that done to us.
Yes, that happened to us.
Oh, damn.
There we go. I figured it out.
So it's almost like the biblical story of Satan.
A little bit, sure.
Where you're supposed to be a servant of the leader, and then you kind of don't want to do that. So he rips your shit.
It's not really that. It's that he showed up to a staff meeting, and he says, "Hey, what's up, Kane?
This could have been an email, you know.
Heads up, I'm back from the Crusades.
Right.
Things went well. I have a new thing now. How'd you come back to life?
He really just popped back up.
Yeah, I have a new ability now. I just heads up. I wanted to let you know what's going on." And Kane's like, "Cool. Anyway, I'm king," and rips his fucking wings off.
Oh. So just to consolidate his power, I guess?
Yeah, he's like, "No, you can't be better than me. I have to evolve first."
Like, well, this could be a threat.
Yeah. And he takes care of it. They throw him down some horrible void, and he gets brought back to life from an unknown entity. So
we've been brought back to life.
Yes, but in the spectral world, I'm brought back to life. I can enter the human world, or the real world, so to speak.
Right, our plane of existence.
Yeah, but that little spiral down at the corner, it goes down over time. And if I'm not careful,
you got to get back to your shadow realm.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got to absorb souls while I'm here. I have to reeve souls.
That's what keeps your spiral
and look at
up.
this shit. Oh, it's so cool.
So fucking cool.
I got to figure out how to drop weapons. This is annoying. It's got to be a way to get rid of weapons. I just figured it out. Outstanding.
All right.
Here, I'll show you now.
Yeah.
So I'm rotted. I'm like a rotted corpse.
Is that your spine that I can see through there?
Okay. So I don't have a jaw anymore. It
I've
fell
always
off.
wondered what that actually was supposed to be like in the back. I'm like, that's got to be spine, right?
Got to be spine, right?
I like his big Spider-Man-esque eyes.
I think if you hold it down, it'll throw it. I don't know how I threw it, but I did.
I don't know, but get the bigger one over on the
Get the bigger one, dog. I can't. See, I can't figure out how to drop. I did it.
You told me not 30 seconds ago.
Okay, there. It worked
you
then.
figured it out.
I figured it out. Shit, I forgot. I already forgot.
Roll back the tape of James saying he quote-unquote figured it out.
I try so hard to remember everything. There's not enough room in my brain, though.
Oh, it's fine.
There's just not enough room.
More spice melange will fix that. Make you a human computer. Oh, fantastic.
Stick slaps. Come on. Yeah, stab him. Fuck yeah.
So we don't know who brought us back to life.
No. It's Megabyte.
right now.
Megabyte from Reboot brought us back to life.
Tight.
Voice of Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think it's the same guy.
Just a quick hellfire, if that's the truth.
Like a half-second hellfire so Disney doesn't fuck us into oblivion.
Fuck Disney. I don't give a shit.
You say that, but they can ruin our lives.
They can't, though.
No, but they can ruin our chances of any kind of like success on YouTube is what I mean. Let me rephrase that.
Get in line, Disney. I'm doing a pretty good job of that all by myself.
I'll burn this mother down myself. Don't you worry,
I've
Disney.
done it like 3 times already, so bring it.
Disney's like, YouTube's like, you're not supposed to curse in the first 60 seconds. You know what? I'm doing the best I can.
And you're the guy who picks the cold opens, by the way.
Right.
So when they have cursing in them, I'm always like, you picked that, dog.
I picked it because it was funny.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I picked it because...
That's why I leave him in, because I'm like, I respect his commitment to funniness above all else.
Comedy's more important than following the rules.
Damn well better be.
Everybody fucking knows that.
Oh, that's why we're friends. That's why we do a show.
I saw a Mulaney-themed TikTok today.
Fantastic.
And it was just a walker in the middle of a sidewalk, and it was Mulaney's line over top of it going, "You hope it was a miracle."
But probably not.
Probably not. Just a walker stuck on the sidewalk. And I go, I've never seen that before. I know what happens. You see weird shit in the wild, and you don't really know what to make of it.
You know, he's got a new thing coming.
What's that?
A new Netflix... I want to say show.
I was like, is it a 3-year chip? Is that the new thing coming?
Hopefully soon.
I think it's going to be a 1-year chip.
I was going to say hopefully soon in the next year
next
and a half.
couple years. I have no idea when.
You know, I'm not
happen.
Tracking his sobriety. We'll say that.
No, not at all.
I hope he is, but I'm not.
Yeah, bitch. See ya.
That was dope.
Right.
So I heard
I love her.
that they announced that John Mulaney and Netflix are doing I believe it's a show called Everybody's in LA or Everyone's in LA.
It's a show. It's a show no one knows. It's actually called Everyone Loves Raymond. Not everybody. It's new. It's Everyone Loves Raymond.
This is a new thing. I'm getting a lot of pushback, but this is a new thing.
Starring Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street.
The reason I say it's a show is because I think it is like a limited number of episodes. It's not like a 1-hour comedy special.
Oh, okay.
And the trailer for it is just random people being quoted, so you get an idea of like some of the guest stars and stuff like that.
That'd be fun.
It looked interesting.
A lot of shows to watch right now. I'm watching 3 shows congruently.
Holy shit! I bet one of them is not 6 Feet Under.
No,
that's okay.
No, they're all current shows. They're all like stuff that's coming out now.
Well, somebody's got to watch all this shit that's coming out.
Oh, there's so much content. All
of it, and we're making a little more.
I'm watching Shogun right now. I'm all caught up on that. Just watched the latest episode. Another show where staff meeting goes awry. And I call them staff meetings because that's what it feels like whenever leaders get together to discuss things. Mm-hmm. It feels like the equivalent of just a regular civilian staff meeting, but someone stabs themselves.
Right. There's just higher stakes.
Right. So I'm watching Shogun.
Get it? Vampire stakes. You see what I did?
That reminds me, I need my toothpick. Get the fuck over here.
I've got a club sandwich that needs attention.
Now, this looks more like a vampire. You're more standard vampire, right?
You're right.
He still has pants on, at least.
The ghoul-style vampire?
Yeah, for sure. Buffy, where they would transform their faces.
I hated that.
You didn't like that?
Not the idea that they transform their faces. Just the little piggy noses they gave them were stupid.
It was dumb.
But look, your TV budget prosthetics are difficult. All right, I get it. No hate. I always thought it was a little
hate.
A little silly.
A little hate.
But it feeds into the campy tone.
The musical episode made everything... Oh, shit. No, damn it. Oh, I just fucked the whole game up. All right,
we'll see you next week, everybody.
God, son of a bitch. Let me explain what's happening.
Yeah, please, because I don't know what happened.
When I round this corner, there's a human slayer, right? Now he wants to kill me because I attacked him. I got him confused. I thought he was just a regular enemy.
Oh.
If you don't attack him, later in the game, you'll get ganged up on vampires, and there's a slayer nearby that will help you.
Oh.
Because you didn't attack him. Which is a cool thing to have in like a PS1 game.
Right. That's good. That's good follow-through for them.
Right. Anyway, obviously I didn't need to burn him or stake him because he's just some dude trying to do his job.
Yeah, he's just a guy.
Just a guy, not anymore.
Now he's your enemy.
Now he's nothing.
So let that be a lesson to you. You fuck with people, you'll turn them into enemies when they could have been potential future friends.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, You go and go and go and go, and then one day you don't exist.
Oh God, that's the dream.
We can only hope, right?
I mean, it's better than what a lot of places are claiming happens.
People are like, clock's ticking, and I go,
TikTok.
is this a stopwatch situation? Like, how long? How much longer?
That's my cue to light a cigarette.
How much longer?
Really just get this train moving.
You can't hold them forever.
Entropy, baby. Everything decays.
So I'm watching Shogun. I'm watching X-Men 97. I watched the 5th episode last night.
I'm hearing that episode.
Devastating.
The 5th episode is, yeah.
Absolutely horrendous. I can't believe they did it.
Well, you're gonna have to save that one.
Yeah, I can't say it because you're gonna binge the whole show, right?
I'm gonna binge it, but I might, now that I know that I need to get to 5, I might watch up through like 5 so we can talk about it next week.
If you watch enough shows congruently, you can watch the episodes as they come out because then there's always something to watch, right?
I
Theoretically?
prefer a more pure.
You want to see the whole thing.
Not necessarily the whole thing. I just want a lot.
I understand that.
I want more than a little. I hate that feeling of being like, all right, and what happens on the next one? And you look over and there is no next one.
Oh. Yeah, I get it.
It's one thing if it's a movie or if it's a limited series or something I know that there's a limited amount of.
You know there's an end point. You know it's only going to be 6 episodes.
Yeah, or whatever. Then that's one thing. And yeah, some stuff I will watch as it comes out. But by and large, I prefer to just, I want to throw on a whole season of Venture Brothers. I want to watch 2 or 3 seasons of 6 Feet Under in less than a week. You know?
Right. You talk about stakes. The stakes are high in this game, meaning that if you die, you go back to the spectral world.
And souls, literal souls.
You have to then get back to the physical world.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those portals are always nearby. Like, it ain't that big a deal. It's cool. It's a cool feature to have in a PS1 game. But if anything, I don't think it improves the gameplay. I think it's just inconvenient.
Well, it's almost like a swim mechanic.
A little bit, sure.
Where you just run out of breath, but, slowly.
So the idea is you push these blocks around to jump higher, to a higher place.
Hold on, slow down. I'm a layman. You're pushing blocks?
Here's my issue.
And that allows you to somehow get higher in a given space.
As far as I know,
I'm skeptical.
I'm baffled by this nonsense.
Whoa! Hey, that's the block.
This charlatan.
And then, wow, just like a toddler. And then there you are up there.
I don't know where to go. I know that I'm supposed to go up. That's why there's a block here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know enough about game design.
Is the block in the right spot?
Yeah, who knows? Oh, yep, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah. There is a high jump in this game. You got to hold down this.
I like it when sometimes it's just a matter of like Indiana Jones looking at the penitent man's path.
So 2 things, a few things that I have gripes with this game. I already talked about the spectral world thing. The other is there's no look button. You can't look around to see where the ledge might be. You just got to push the block around till you jump high enough to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is there's no map. There's no map in this game. You can go online. There are people that have drawn maps out for the game.
Hilarious.
It's 2024, and of course there is.
Because there's a map for everything in 2024.
There's a map for everything. But when the game came out, there was no map, and it was a little confusing.
I mean, sure, yeah.
The internet existed, yes, but it wasn't really accessible to everybody yet.
It just wasn't as well worn, I feel like. It was the small groups that were doing things like talking about video games online weren't all so thoroughly connected and instantaneous.
Sometime I'll see a forum post from 1999 if I'm looking something up that I need to know, and I go, huh.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And I think I was like, well, yeah, I had the internet in 99.
Technically,
sure.
I think we did.
Yeah, we had it. I had a friend that had the internet. I didn't have the internet. We were broke.
I would have been in middle school, and in middle school, I had an MSN Messenger account. So, yeah, we had dial-up. It was shitty dial-up, but it was dial-up.
Right, and the people we talked to on the internet were just the worst people. We shouldn't have been talking to them.
No, see, everyone has that story. I don't have that story.
No, all right. Well, good for you. I have that story.
I never had a desire to connect with another actual human online that I didn't know.
A friend of mine convinced me to, and then I kind of got addicted. It's fucking stupid, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
It seems fairly normal.
He always talked about how he talked to... I didn't have any friends, you know?
So, see, I guess that's the difference. I had a ton of friends. I was just very well liked.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Obviously kidding.
Well, anyway, he told me that he would find people to talk to, like talk about Dragon Ball Z, talk about anime online. And I'm like,
I get the appeal.
yeah. Wow. Oh, Jesus.
The potential of having someone share an interest.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, that was a very weird view. Share your interest and excitement about something specific. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sign me up. That's kind of the promise of networking in general. But
Anyway, shit got hairy.
that's just not what I was doing in middle school. I was playing like Lemmings,
Okay.
watching Newgrounds videos.
I did all that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was just doing that shit.
But then someone that I didn't know would be like, "Where do you live?" And I'd tell them exactly where I lived.
Getting real autistic in MS Paint.
Yeah.
Just zooming in and out, like making recreations of Simpsons frames.
I'd be like, "Yeah, this is where I live. In fact, here's my address."
You
And
know what?
Luckily,
Here's a list of my likes and dislikes, my food allergies, my parents' work schedule.
luckily, nobody ever showed up.
If
But
you're ever in the area, pop by, we'll grab a coffee, and you're like 10.
I didn't make it hard for him not to show up. It's fucked up. I shouldn't be
It's
alive.
either him or Chris Hansen was going to show up.
Right. I was 14, so I was safe from Chris Hansen, I think. But
No.
still.
No, all the female officers are pretending to be 14.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Might be.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I fell into the goo. I'm like, where'd I go? The seamless transition between the spectral world and the real world is very cool.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, things turn green.
I like it.
The monsters are different now.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Beetlejuice.
Sure, yeah.
That stark contrast between worlds.
And you suck their whole bodies in. It's very cool.
That's hot. There's a whole vor category that we could get into.
Oh, I know what you think when I say I want to eat you, but I want to eat you. And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, like digest?
Like consume? No, not digest. I want you to wear me. And it's like, all right, I gotta fucking.
I don't want to be in you. That's not enough.
That's not enough. You don't understand. I want you to wear me. And then it's called vor, right? Is that what that is?
It's my understanding that vor is mostly just, people being consumed for sexual pleasure.
What's the thing that I'm talking about? There's not a name for it.
I think they call it Buffalo Billitis.
Is that what it is? Okay, cool. I thought so.
Is she a great big fat person?
This has got to be a climbable wall, right? Look at it.
Yeah, there's got to be some
Look at those
interaction
ridges.
there. Yeah. Come on, you're telling me those like 6 fucking inch talons and then can't grab a wall?
Apparently not. All right, back to the real world.
Let's do a little Tai Chi in the real world.
Come on, climb it. It's a wall. This is a fucking ladder.
So you're into Shogun.
Yeah.
We're teasing and edging X-Men talk.
Shit. Oh, good. I made it.
What else did you say you were watching?
Ba
Barbara Ann.
ba 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 ba. Sorry, Final Fantasy cut in there for a moment.
I was doing Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys.
Oh, really?
Ba 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 Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann.
That's all you can say. Stop it. Shut the fuck up.
I am not paying Mike Love a fucking cent.
No.
Fuck
All right.
that baseball cap Reagan supporting piece of shit. Brian Wilson forever.
Hell yeah. Oh, Fallout. I watched it last night. Well, I watched.
Yeah, tell me about Fallout.
I watched the first half of the first episode. It's just Fallout. It's Fallout on a TV show.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I love Walton Goggins too. He's fucking great.
This is gonna sound weird. I can't believe I heard it. Actually, it was like a 10-minute bit on NPR this morning about how video game adaptations are becoming successful.
You know what it
And-
is? It's called budget.
Well, not just budget. It's people our age are kind of in charge of Hollywood now.
Oh sure.
You know?
Yeah.
They know what to do. They say, we took the video game and we put a camera up to it.
Well,
And that's pretty much it.
I think they inherently take the source material a little more seriously than their predecessors. There
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
always been producers and people going, I get the concept that IP with an audience could potentially attract more audience for movie money. Whatever that formula is in a producer's eyes, where they go, yeah, I could make an adaptation and make money. I get that. But like you said, now people who grew up with more sophisticated video games are applying that level of storytelling and stuff to movies, and I think we're getting a much more symbiotic effect.
That's pretty much what they said. You nailed it. Did you listen to the Did you listen to the conversation this morning?
No, I was.
That was pretty much it.
I was listening to the Dark Tower this morning.
Another thing they mentioned was, does it pass the mom rule?
Wolves of the Kala is my favorite one. I'm re-listening to it.
What is it?
Wolves of the Kala.
Okay, we'll put up a cover for it.
Great,
Hell yeah.
fantastic.
So their rule, these two producers that were on the show talking about it, their rule was, does it pass the mom rule? The mom rule is that can a mom, quote unquote, a parent, watch this and understand it and enjoy it? That's important.
You know what my mom liked? Marcel the Shell.
Interesting. That's kind of, it's not too surprising.
I specifically took her to go see it because
Okay.
I was like, you'll probably...
It's thoughtful.
This is a movie you and I can watch together and both enjoy.
Sure.
And she did. She enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's great.
And now I have a little Marcel the Shell figurine that's made out of titanium.
I think I've seen this, actually.
Yeah.
You've shown it to me.
I painted his shoes blue, though.
Precious. Absolutely adorable.
He's adorable.
The example they use of something that would not pass the mom rule, but is still fucking cool, is Goro from the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Hilarious.
So again, NPR, 8:22 in the morning. I hear Goro. Yeah, I hear the whole bit. Johnny Cage going, "Let's dance." And then the sound of Goro getting his fucking nards knocked out. Then I went to work after that, and I'm like, this is weird.
You know what probably passes the mom test? The recent Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet that's a good example that they were kind of thinking about of something that is just an all-around solid story and movie. It functions. My God, it functions on its own. All the Dungeons and Dragons stuff is just gravy. It's just set dressing. It's just extras.
I enjoy how accessible D&D is now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the way Dune's becoming popular for me is kind of the way D&D is becoming popular for you.
And kind of even accessible to me, and I've loved D&D for years. There are certain parts of it that I just don't fully understand. Playing Baldur's Gate 3 has helped a lot with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Things that I missed, I realized that I'm not being nearly enough creative in playing D&D.
Well, that's nice. Then it is kind of inspirational.
It is very inspirational.
That's cool.
Going up to an enemy in Baldur's Gate 3 and pushing them off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just do it.
Yeah, just why not?
Just shove them off the fucking cliff. It's their dumbass who stood there. Shove them off.
And it seems obvious in your head, but seeing it in front of you on the screen, you're like, hell yeah, let's do that.
The consequence, of course, is that you lose some loot.
Well, that and later in the game, you get killed by vampires because you push that guy off the cliff.
Right. You weren't supposed to push that guy off the cliff.
Same game.
Wife right now, she's doing a playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 as an evil paladin called the Oathbreaker. And it's just so fascinating.
It sounds badass.
It is badass that she just loves playing an evil character.
I'm going to say it. Your wife's badass.
I hear her giggling as she just murders like a whole family.
She'll never listen to
right
this.
Next to me. No, it's safe. I'm safe. Everything's fine. She'll never hear this.
She'll never listen to this.
No, because she's playing a game.
She has no interest in this, and I love that about
No, she's
her.
busy listening to like a good podcast like Dungeons and Daddies.
Yeah, she's listening to a good podcast, playing a good game, having a great time, and we are just little boys talking into our decks.
Oh, watch this. Here, this is fucking cool. Hang on.
Yeah, do it.
Watch this, and then I think that'll be...
Okay, I'll watch.
That'll wrap it up.
Oh, you got some in my eye.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, you meant in the game I'm supposed to watch.
Yeah, watch this. Yeah. Don't... Stay. Yes!
Fuck yeah.
How cool is that?
Impaled his ass.
And then he burns away a la Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I know, right? Just like Buffy.
Just gone. Look at my neck hole. I think we're going to leave you with that. Leave you with the neck hole.
You ever get freaky with that thing or what?
You think he chomps the top of his head into somebody?
He's got to, right? He's got the fangs.
Little side profile there.
Go back to side profile.
I can't.
It haunts my dreams.
Oh. Nothing's there. It's just nothing.
Looks like
just
they're in the middle of decapitating Robin.
The gaping maw of his boss. Basically.
And as you think about death and the abyss, think about 6 Feet Under for next week.
All right. We'll see you then.